Hi guys, new one shot. When he tried to college heartthrob Jimin, Jungkook, John Jungkook, come fastly or I will leave you. Jungkook, coming, Hyungi. Jungkook ran in full speed down the stairs of their shared apartment from his room to the kitchen where Jimin and Jin are already waiting. Jungkook, I'm so hungry, Hyungi. Give me pancakes. Jin, Koo, you are late today too. Why? Jungkook, Jimin, how can he not, Hyung? He was watching the romance movies all night again. Jin, Jungkook, it is not good. Okay? Jungkook, Hyung, he is just jealous because I have such great taste in men and he has a short boyfriend. Jimin, oh shut up. Don't talk about my uni. Also, which movie was it you were watching again? 365 days. Do you think you will have any boyfriend if you set your standards so high? Jungkook, of course, I will have a boyfriend like him, so tall, muscular, tan, sharp jawline, cold eyes, but all in one, most handsome man in the world. Jimin, dream on. In this college, you will never going to find someone like him. Jungkook pouted, hearing that, and stood up, carrying his bag. Jungkook, Jinhyung, I am going. Bye. Jimin, yeah, wait for me. Bye, Hyung. Jimin ran, following him. Jin chuckled by their continuous bickering, and he also left for his cafe. These three are childhood besties and shared the apartment. Today is their first day back in college after summer holidays. Also, some new students are going to join them for exchange program. Jimin and Jungkook was walking in the hallway when they saw it. The non-existent, self-praising girl fell on the floor by a push by a boy. The crowd laughed and Jimin pulled Jungkook with him, whispering, "We can't miss the fun, babe." Also, "Tay, stupid girl, don't touch me. I said to stay away." He then picked his bag from the table and walked straight from the crowd. But time stopped for Cookie because just as he imagined the tall, hot, tan, muscular, and handsome boy in his college, just as they was passing, his eyes met with Jungkook's. But he walked past Jungkook toward his classes. Jimin, Cookie, let's go to cafeteria. Come on. Jungkook, huh? What? Jimin, the drama's over. Let's go. Jungkook followed Jimin and they sat on their regular place. I still can't believe someone really showed her reality. Laughing. Jungkook, who was he? Whispering. Jimin, Koo, don't tell me. You liked him? That rude boy? Teasing. Jungkook, shut up. Shyly. Jimin, don't be shy. Well, he looked like your type. Jungkook was just dazed by Taehyung's handsomeness. So, time passed and they walked back to their lecture hall. Jimin went to attend classes with his boyfriend, Yoongi. Jungkook was walking wearing his headphones in his own world and pulled the doorknob, but a hand placed upon his eyelashes opened and he saw him, the boy. His rough big hand on his felt electric. "I am sorry," deep voice. Jungkook nodded and fastly entered inside and he filed. The boy following him, he sat on his desk. The classes passed early. Jungkook thought for the first time. As they exited the class, Jungkook followed him, and in front was coming Jimin with Yoongi. Yoongi, Taehyung, Taehyung, Jimin, Cookie, let's go to Hyungi's cafe for food with Uni. Jungkook nodded and thought, his name is Taehyung. Yoongi, Minnie, this is my cousin Kim Taehyung. Taehyung bowed to him. Yoongi, also this is my boyfriend Jimin and his best friend, John Jungkook Tae, hello. JK, hi. They are all sitting inside Yoongi's car, Jimin on passenger seat and Tae and Cook on back seats. Jungkook is speaking again and again to look at Taehyung, who was looking straight with his cold face. Suddenly, Yoongi pushed the brake and Jungkook was going to bump his head. But Taehyung grabbed him by his upper arm and pulled him closer. Jungkook's face was stuffed in Tae's hard, shaved chest as his upper two buttons were open. Jungkook can smell the masculine scent on Taehyung, and Taehyung got the view of Jungkook's, which are so soft and white, peeking from his cute lavender top. Jimin, cough, cough. Both of their days break, and Jungkook fastly sat back on his seat, and Jimin winked Jungkook from the front view mirror. Jungkook shyly looked outside the window, and he can feel Taehyung's stare on his head, but he is sure that Taehyung stared at his back. Inside Jin's cave, first Jungkook sat beside Jimin and Yoongi, then Jin and Namjoon joined them. Now only one seat left for Taehyung. Tae sat beside Jungkook. When Jungkook was going to pick the last cupcake, Taehyung's hand accidentally touched Jungkook's. Jungkook, you can take it. Tae, no, you have it. He placed it in Koo's plate. Jungkook blushed because of his scare and thought about the car's accident. They had their food and goodbye each other. Jungkook also get to know that Taehyung lived with Jimin's boyfriend Yoongi. Back to their apartment, Jungkook was in bathroom grooming himself. He wore his bathrobe and did his skincare, but his eyes fall on himself in the mirror. His heart sets and he remembered how Taehyung was staring at him. He plopped on the bed and Jimin entered with cold coffee and Jin following him. They all sat on Jungkook's bed and gossiped about their boyfriends. Jimin, Hyungi, your Koo has a crush now. Jin, oh my Koo, who is it? Jungkook, Hyungi, it's no one. Jimin, oh why are you lying? Hyung, he is Taehyung. Jin, what? You like Taehyung? Jungkook, yes Hyungi. Jin, well he is a nice boy. I approve. Jimin also, me too, I approve. Jungkook, I wanna meet him, but tomorrow's holiday. Jimin, I got an idea. Jin, what? Okay guys, listen to me seriously. So I will call Yoongi for movie tomorrow with Taehyung. And Jin, you also call Namjoon Hyung too. Jin, okay, Jimin, and we can give them alone time in between by sticking to our boyfriends. Jungkook, well you always stick to them, leaving me alone. He pouted, saying this, and then his eyes sparkled. At least I will have my Taehyung not to feel lonely. Jin, your Taehyung? He teased, with raising his eyebrow. JK, Yoongi, go let me sleep. He threw pillows at them and covered himself in the blanket. They both laughed and left for their rooms to call their boyfriends. Next morning, Jungkook woke up early and bathed the first thing in the morning. Wearing his extra small button crop top and shorts, he sprayed his favorite perfume. Jin, who was working on cake for later, watched the boy and shook his head. Love really changed people. Yes, Yoongi, look at him. It's just 8 am or else the queen will asleep until 11 am. He emerged from his squatting position as he was doing workout in dining room gossiping with Win. They both laughed and Jungkook came to them. Jimin, wow, are you trying to someone raising his eyebrows? Jin, shut up, Koo, you are looking gorgeous. Jungkook twirled and bowed in front of Jin. Thank you, Hyungi. They had their breakfast laughing and then doorbell rang. Koo's breathing increased as the door opened. But it's Namjoon who has come. He pouted and laid on the couch dramatically. Namjoon, hi Jungkook, sat on the other couch beside Jin. Jungkook, hi Hyungi, sulking. Namjoon, what happened to him? Jin, he's waiting for someone. Namjoon, who? In between, the door opened and entered Yoongi and Taehyung. Jungkook was now on his stomach, lying and moving his legs, and Taehyung's eyes fall on him. The small booty shorts are not doing anything to hide his eyes stopped there and he continued to stare at them until Jimin spoke. Jimin, hi Taehyung, why do not you sit too? Hearing his name, Jungkook jumped up and stood up. He glanced at Tae, who was looking like a model, and ran to kitchen. I will go bring the juice for everyone. Jin, what happened to him? Taehyung moved towards the balcony to see the ocean view. Jimin, whispering. Taehyung was checking him out now. Jin covered his mouth and he thought that the boy was innocent because Yoongi said he was never in relationship before. Soon Jungkook came and gave everyone juices, but he did not find Taehyung. He is in the balcony, Koo. Go give him juice there. Jungkook nodded as he walked to the balcony where Taehyung is standing with his both hands on railing. Jungkook cleared his throat to gain Taehyung's attention, who turned now, resting his back on the balcony railing while folding his both arms, looking so stunning. JK, wow, his mouth opened, seeing Taehyung's beauty as the sun rays are shining in on his face, making him glow in the daylight. Tae raised his eyebrow at him and Jungkook, embarrassed, moved forward to him. Jungkook, your juice. Tae, place it on the table. Jungkook nodded and he was going to place it down, but then he became conscious as his top is small. If he bended, then Taehyung can see clearly. his so he glanced at Taehyung. Tae, come on, place it. Jungkook, okay. And he bended slowly, while moving his eyes down shyly as he can feel the stares continuously coming from Taehyung. Now, Tae watched his every movement like a hawk as Koo bended in front of him. Taehyung does not even blink. For one time, he gulped when Jungkook stood up again and turned to go back inside. He, the back view of Jungkook is as amazing as different, but no, he cannot focus on these things. He has to marry the one his parents will choose for him, and he cannot waste his time on these things. Soon everyone was seated on the couches on living room, and Namjoon and Jin are spread on one couch and Jimin and Yoongi on another one, with each have a blanket of their own. But Jungkook is seated on the two-seater couch in the corner. When Taehyung came, he sat beside him, as there is no space left anywhere, with his shoulder touching Jungkook's shoulder. They started the movie marathon of some rom-com movies they all prefer, because in the group we have the scaredy cat Jimin and Yoongi, and Jin with a protective boyfriend Namjoon. Jin, Koo, go bring the popcorn and snacks from the kitchen. Koo nodded and stood up, making his way to the kitchen, and Taehyung's eyes followed him. A little later, Jin, Taehyung, can you go and bring some cold drinks? Also see if Jungkook needs any help inside. Taehyung, okay. He made his way to the kitchen where Jungkook is, and Jin winked at Jin, and they both laughed while their boyfriends shook their heads. Jungkook is standing behind the counter, and Taehyung entered. They opened the fridge and removed some cold drinks, while Jungkook moved and took some bowls. Jungkook also needed plates, and they are placed higher, so he tiptoed to reach them. They saw him struggling and stand behind him. Jungkook stilled as he got goosebumps. They picked the plates, but noticed his position. He also froze. The tension increased more when Jungkook turned and moved towards Taehyung's face. Their eyes met, and soon Taehyung bended and grabbed his waist. Tae's face moved closer to Koo's neck, and he breathed there in Jungkook's embrace. When he smelled it first inside the car, he wanted more. Jimin, Jungkook, Jungkook, come. They both parted, startled, hearing Jimin's voice, and Taehyung left first. He is coming, okay. Jungkook came and gave everyone snack and sat beside Taehyung like nothing had happened. The day passed, and the daddies left. The week passed, and Taehyung's popularity increased all over the college. Nearly every single person watched him, but he was off limits. His cold and rude nature made people to admire him from far only, but he spent his free time in canteen with Yoongi, Jimin, and Jungkook. With them, he laughed and enjoyed and teased Jungkook all the time, like pinching his waist while sitting beside him in the class, or grabbed him by his waist and pulled him in the corner to breathe his scent in the hallway or stairs. This all increased Jungkook's hopes toward his crush. Nighttime, Taehyung is currently in the balcony, sitting there on the sofa. Yoongi, Tae, why are you squeezing the hell out of the smiley bowl? Taehyung stopped and looked at the smiley face, which is now crumbled because of his hard squeezes. He was thinking about Jungkook doing this. How big are those? How will it feel if he get to see it or feel it when he will get the chance for the first time? He thought about the day when he first met Jungkook. When he was passing by the hall, his heart skipped a beat looking at the cute beauty. Also, when Jungkook was coming wearing his headphones, he intentionally put his hand above Koo's to feel his soft skin, and when he grabbed him in the car, and when Koo bended to serve him juice, his eyes glued to the Koo's in the kitchen and every other place. He did it intentionally because he feels something for the beauty. What will happen if his parents did not accept, or the boy broke his heart and rejected him? That's why he is afraid to be close to him. Yoongi, Tae, do you feel something for Jungkook? Tae, Hyung, Yoongi, just tell me the truth, Taehyung. Tae, yes Hyung, I like Jungkook. And I feel like I can't breathe without him. Yoongi, so what's stopping you? Confess to him. I am scared. Don't be. If not now, then you will regret the whole life. So take the chance. He patted Taehyung's shoulder, leaving him there. They thought about his words all the night. Next afternoon, Jimin entered inside Yoongi's place and put his bag down. Taehyung came downstairs and greeted him. Taehyung. Hi Hyung. Jimin. Hey. Yoongi. Jimin, let's go study in my room. Jimin nodded and picked his bag and went upstairs. Yoongi. Taehyung raised an eyebrow to which Yoongi smiled sheepishly. Can you stay at night outside Taehyung? Why Hyung? Yoongi. Because Jimin is here and me and Jimin are going to study all night. You know, all night. He winked at Tae and Tae laughed and patted his back. Okay Hyungi, enjoy. Tae grabbed his bike and thought where to stay at night. He does not even have friends here. So he messaged Jungkook instantly. Taehyung. Hey, dinner? Jungkook reply came instantly. Hungry, but Jinhyung is out, so I have to order from outside. Wait, I am coming, I will cook. He instantly reached to Jungkook's place as Jungkook is alone. He rang the bell and door opened with Jungkook in towel. Taehyung's eyes darkened as he moved inside, and Jungkook stepped backwards. Tae, no one's here, right? No one's here, whispering. Hearing that, Taehyung strided Jungkook and pushed him on the couch. Hovering above him, he grabbed his arms and pinned them above their heads. You naughty baby boy, you did this intentionally, right? He grabbed his cheeks, making Jungkook's pinkish lips pouty. Knowing that I am coming and still roaming in towel to rile me up, right? Jungkook whimpered. He did not thought they will attack him like this. He just thought to tease him, but he was now trapped in his own cage. Taehyung's hand now slipped slowly from his lower leg to his thighs, teasing him slowly. He tried to turn his body away from Taehyung, but Taehyung now trapped his legs. Taehyung's hands parted his robes, two sides, and slowly slided it down. Jungkook stopped breathing for a moment as Taehyung's filled eyes looked at him. Please, you are so beautiful, baby boy. I don't want that. I like you, Taehyung. Hearing that, Taehyung looked at him. I am not leaving you, baby boy, because I like you too. Not your body, I want you. Really? Yes. He kissed Jungkook's forehead, assuring him that he felt the same for the boy. Jungkook smiled shyly and said, Get aside, Tae. No. Why? Because you tease me too much by opening these damned buttons of your short top everywhere, baby boy. He grabbed Koo's cheek and whispered on his lips, Tell me, will you do it again? Will you again, your boyfriend, huh? Speak now. Jungkook. Yes. Oh, is it? Daring, baby boy? Then Taehyung sealed his pouty lip with his own and kissed him like he was a fish out of water. Jungkook and patted his back, but Taehyung did not left him and kept kissing him. If you again try to do this, then I will kiss you, just like now, breathless, and tell this whole world that you are mine, only mine. Taehyung whispered above his lips. The end. So guys, what's next? The new video.